I drive a G37. Watch my rap video.
There's a coupe in the middle of the park again. Can we snark again? Can we snark again?
I'm bored. This night on the town, detuned Nissan 370Z does everything well, and all I want to do is get out of it. 2013 Infiniti G37xS. The Infiniti is the upscale wing of Nissan, and it's been impressing and disappointing people left and right since 1989. Some people choose their luxury brand for appearance, others for style. And then there are some cars you come to for comfort, whether it's actual physical comfort, and the physical comfort of a seat that fits like a third leg in a glory hole, or the more abstract comfort of familiarity. A luxury car that handles less like an aristocratic model. Because like countless luxury brands before and since, Infiniti puts out the usual mission statement of luxury styling and top-of-the-line performance, but the only thing they really accomplished was creating a luxury regular car. Had Infiniti tried to out BMW, it probably would have gone over like a swear word in an opening prayer. The Infiniti G37 Coupe, it's like a 2000s version of a DeLorean in its potluck quality. It's a car that, on the surface, is aiming to appeal to a very narrow portion of the market, but beneath the surface, it's a car that is actually looking to serve as many different masters as it can. It's got pull. The engine's got pull, but not so much it would scare away a Midwestern soccer mom. No, it's got performance, but not so much that it brands itself solely as an enthusiast car. It's luxurious, but not so much that your neighbor thinks you're an asshole for flaunting it around. See, Infiniti has endured by being a bunch of different things rolled into one, but at a mainstream mass-marketed level. It's like a glass of casino champagne. It's comfortable, enjoyable luxury without all the extra baggage. But it's not something that can blend in with the upper crust either. Maybe you won't seek it out yourself, but it's enjoyable enough when it's right there in front of you. This particular G37 Coupe is the sports package. I mean, it's still less than a 370, but it offers a 3.7-liter V6 naturally aspirated that makes about 328 horsepower and roughly 268 pound-feet of torque. Sounds good. The sport package typically comes with a manual transmission, but Andrew found this one with a 7-speed automatic. The price was right, so he bought it. It's fully stock otherwise, purchased at 39,000 miles. It has about 46,000 miles on her now. Not that it matters, this feels and handles like a young car, with none of the wear and tear of long use under its belt. It's like an idealistic teacher fresh out of grad school. Reality hasn't left its bright red fingerprints all over his face yet. But I'm still bored. Over 300 horsepower and I don't care. Why am I not excited? I mean, I feel for the owner. I do. It's nice. It's a lot better than what he had before. And Nissan's been making this V6 forever, so he's not going to have any problems. But why am I bored? This car does everything okay, and I don't care. Maybe it's the way I see G37s presented, by other people. I drive a G37. I accidentally on purpose refer to it as my Skyline because it's a Skyline. Yeah, it is. It's the GTR in Japan. I think it's pretty much a GTR. It's pretty much a Skyline. I mean, look at my phone's wallpaper. But it's not a GTR, is it? A GTR is rich foreign student at Penn State, Maine money. And a used G37 is my first non-mop job money. Fine. The G37xS is the all-wheel drive model, but it's naturally aspirated, not turbocharged, so you aren't tempted to neutral drift your way all the way off the Lehigh Valley exit of the Northeast Extension and onto 78 westbound. How's that for a real specific Pennsylvania reference? The seats are good. The power is good. The brakes are good. The steering is nice. The styling is nice. And the Autobox knows what it's doing. And the radio sounds good, and the fit and finish is good. This is a car for a guy who likes good things. And he likes being seen having good things. He's got an Omega Watt. He won it used on eBay. You won't believe what he got for it, and don't worry, he'll tell you. He's got a G37. He got it for nothing. Take a guess how much he paid for it. Oh, he'll tell you. All his Tinder profiles are staged. That husky dog in photo number 2 isn't his. He's got a pair of secondhand Yeezys, which he only wears if Darren, his one black friend, is coming along tonight. Always spotless, you wonder how this G37 stays so clean for a daily. He's never more than 3 minutes late. He never drinks himself stupid. He'll partake if it's not too late in the evening. He never says sup bro, but he'll throw around hi guy and cool dude if you let him. His American Eagle sweater works for all occasions, and he agrees with all your opinions and laughs at all of your jokes if you go out to the local drink and burger bar. But he stuffs his napkin down the collar of his red Tiger Woods-esque polo shirt and says, "Let's eat," when the food comes. Look, there's nothing wrong with G37 guy. He's okay. I mean, even when he bought this thing, when the dealer comes up, he takes his fingers and he snaps them like guns and points them at the dealer and says, "Let's make a deal." Look, there's nothing wrong with G37 guy. He wants to be liked by everybody. But you can't stand him! And you hate yourself because you don't know why. The G37 is the car Papyrus is gonna get after he gets tired of his MX-5 NB. Inside of the car, you got an analog clock in the center, and you could almost miss it entirely for how it blends in with everything else around it. The trim on the steering wheels is right out of a GTR because it might as well, and it's got these shifter paddles just behind the steering wheel, just in case, you don't want to use the actual not manual shifter. Maybe it bung your wife, I don't know. And hey, there's drive sport mode too, but don't get excited, it just holds revs a little longer. When it comes to performance, it's basically an everyman's car with luxury styling. It's like Bill Burr in a Gucci suit. Oh, and here's a shot of me trying to get into the back seats of this.
Right now, everything's fine for me. I'm like this. That's why, like I said,
I'd like to see Tim Strickler try to get in the back of this. How does it drive? Like a Chinese finger trap. It's got surprising amount of pull, but the brakes are almost too responsive. A light touch, and suddenly you're lurching forward, little by little, tapping out progress in Morse code. Its handling, it's a little bit different from others in its family, because unlike most G coupes, this is all-wheel drive, but it still has rear bias, in keeping with the rear-wheel drive split of the G coupe line. On handling, it's different than the 370Z, because unlike the 370Z, this is all-wheel drive, although it still has rear bias in keeping with the family lines. But this is a departure from the norm. It's like, it doesn't have any flaws. The only flaw is it's too nice. It's just so damn nice. Still, aesthetic is where it shines. It looks nice. Nice. It's got a youthful look to it. It's nice. So it's a little kid wearing his nice dad's clothes. Or a ring bearer who just wished himself big.
There's a coupe in the middle of the park again. Can we snark again? Can we snark again? Infinity means this car will never end and never trend. But we have to try to snark again.